Hi, I'm Troy.
And I'm Vicki.
And we are Empty Nesters Wine. Welcome back, Empty Nesters Podcast, episode 15. I think last week I told you we'd taken a trip to Hermann, Missouri with some friends, and we were going to talk about that this week, so that's what we're going to do. Make sure you like this podcast and subscribe to our YouTube page, like our Facebook page, and hey, if you have any ideas on a podcast you'd like to hear, a subject or something, put it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas. If you don't give me ideas, you're just going to have to suffer with the same boring stuff I come up with. So, anyway, Vicki, what do you got for us today for wine?
Cayuga White.
Say what?
Cayuga White.
Cayuga. How you spell that?
Oh, I don't know. You just turned the ball around me.
Okay, Cayuga White. Isn't that the wine from Tyler Ridge Vineyard?
It is.
I think we talked about them in a previous podcast. They're out there in the middle of Missouri somewhere.
Yep.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
It was on one of our wine tours to Branson.
Yeah, we were heading to Branson, and we went like way out of our way to detour to go to this winery. It was a really good
Very
place.
friendly people.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, this is the bottle from that trip, actually.
So Vicki is a very social person, and this COVID lockdown is driving her insane. Mm-hmm. So we knew we needed to get out and do something fun, and
I was on vacation.
And she'd taken a week off of work, so a couple friends mentioned that they'd like to go to Hermann, Missouri. Hermann, Missouri is known for a big wine region, and so we decided we'd go to Hermann, Missouri.
Yep. With
our friends, Greg and Carol.
Yep. Carol was so excited about going. She's like, I have the weekend off. Let's go.
So Greg drove. We called him our Uber driver all week.
We kept giving him different stars.
Yeah. I'd say overall he was a 3.5 star.
I'd give him a
6. Okay, 6 stars out of 5. He was all right. So yeah, we took a 4-hour trip to Hermann, Missouri. And right off the bat, you know, if you've ever traveled east of Lawrence on I-70, the traffic was crazy. And I think it wasn't a holiday weekend.
Mm-hmm. It was Labor Day weekend.
Oh, yeah, Labor Day weekend. So traffic was even worse. But we did make it. We left on a Thursday late afternoon. So we didn't go straight to Hermann. We went to Warrenton, Missouri, which is where our hotel was. The Hermann has a bunch of bed and breakfasts and stuff, but when I got online to do my homework, I quickly realized it was a lot cheaper to stay at Holiday Inn.
Well, that and most everything was already booked since it was a holiday weekend.
That's true. And we have a credit card that gives us points for hotel stays, and we've been burning that credit card down with stuff at the winery, trying to start the winery. So
yeah, we have plenty of points.
So we got 2 rooms for 3 nights for free.
Yep.
So you can't beat that. On the way out there, we stopped at a Cheddar's restaurant for dinner.
Yep. We'd never been there before.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, I'm not going to tell you about every place we stopped to eat dinner, but this one was kind of a big deal because Vicki and I, we have differing tastes on just about everything. And we'll go out with couples, you know, and they will order a meal and share it between the two of them. But Vicki and I can't do that because she likes lettuce with apples and strawberries, and I like jalapenos. Mm-hmm. There's no in between.
No.
But there, we did share a meal, actually 2 meals. She ordered a Monte Cristo sandwich, and I ordered a grilled chicken salad.
Caesar salad.
Caesar salad, yeah. And then we just split it, so we each had half a Monte Cristo. If you've never had a Monte Cristo, it's a really good sandwich, but it's really rich, so you don't want to eat a lot of it. So splitting with somebody's a good idea. So we went straight to the Holiday Inn in Warrenton and checked in, and quickly noticed that they had a swimming pool.
Yep.
So every night we were in that swimming pool enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. We usually had it to ourselves for the most part.
Yeah, it was good. And there was a Dairy Queen nearby, so we had to hit the Dairy Queen while we were there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Hermann's a really cool little town. They have it's kind of like an old-fashioned town. It's all made out of brick and stuff, and it's like a town that was like abandoned, like a thriving town that kind of died out, but then it had this big resurgence, and now it's like a really happening place.
Oh yeah.
But it's all like old-fashioned bricks and stuff. Really neat.
A lot of bed and breakfast. Were turned, the houses there were turned into them. A lot of really cute little things.
Right. So we were at a winery, and I asked the guy, so what would you attribute Hermann's resurgence to? And he says, hey, you want to know the truth? I think it's Hermann got a sugar daddy. I said, what, a sugar daddy? He said, yeah, some guy, some family that has a lot of money. I think they live in St. Louis or something.
Oh, I think they're from California.
Well, wherever they were from, they came and invested a lot of money in Hermann I think they started a winery, and then they started some other businesses, and so that got other businesses interested in coming in to take advantage of some of that traffic, and then it just kept growing and building and growing. So that's how Hermann came back from the depths of a ghost town almost. So if anyone out there is a sugar daddy looking for a town, come to Lecompton, Kansas, because we're a town in need of a sugar daddy.
Oh, brother.
We can be the next Hermann, Missouri. No, it's really cool though. It's bigger than I expected. They have a lot of shops there, just a lot of antique shops and craft shops, but the whole place is mostly known for their wineries. There's probably a dozen wineries within the
wineries,
the
distilleries,
distilleries.
breweries. Yeah, there's a lot.
All kinds of cool stuff. So,
but the funny thing is, the town shuts down at like 6.
Right? It really does. Like all the wineries close at 6, and it's like, whoa, we're just getting started.
Yeah, here in Kansas or locally, 6 o'clock is about when things are starting to roll.
Hey, Vicky.
Yeah.
Good coffee is a pleasure. Good friends are a treasure. That was the first shop that we stopped at was, I believe, called The Vine. It was a craft shop, and that was a sign that they had in the shop. It's a sign with a coffee cup, and it says, good coffee is a pleasure. Good friends are a treasure. So, yeah, that was a neat little shop. So we pulled in Friday morning, checked out that big old mural on the wall talking about, what was that guy's name?
What was that guy's name? I don't remember.
Hermann? No, probably not Hermann.
Probably not.
Let's see. I don't know. I see the picture
here
of
we
him.
go.
George Huseman.
Yeah.
George Huseman moved to the region, and he was like the first winemaker. Like he was the person when it came to knowledge of growing grapes and making wine and all that stuff, like the brains of the operation. I kind of like Vicky. He was like a precursor of Vicky. Really smart, knows what they're talking about, what they're doing.
Sure.
So after that, we went to a couple shops, and by then it was like 10 a.m.
It was about 11.
No, it was certainly before 11. Yeah, way before 11. Like, it was like 10:15. We wandered into the Dixie Slush.
Okay. I was on vacation, okay?
Hey, I'm not judging. I'm not judging. But yeah, we went into the Dixie Slush.
Oh, that place was amazing. It was so much fun.
It's a place that just has a whole bunch of slushy machines, and they're all alcoholic slushies.
Yep. Anywhere from margaritas to wine slushies.
Moscow Mule.
And they change out the flavors each, like seasonally.
Yeah. It was like behind the register, behind the counter, it was just a wall of slushies, and they're all alcoholic slushies. They had pineapple bourbon sour. They had melon mojito slushy. Roasted peach Moscow Mule slushy. That was my favorite, by the way.
Smoky blueberry margarita.
Salted watermelon mimosa slushy. Yeah, they had some really good stuff.
Yeah, so they offer a flight, which is like three different choices. And
yeah, because they had 12 total choices. And it's hard to choose between 12 because,
Well, I said, there's 4 of us. There's 3 in a flight. Let's each get a flight. And we'll just get one of each.
So we got 4 flights of 3, so we got all 12 of them. And they don't come in like little things. They're probably 7-ounce pours.
Yeah.
7-ounce glasses. And we got 12 7-ounce glasses of every slushie that they had.
Yeah.
And this was at 10:30-ish. By 11 o'clock... Whew.
Well, keep in mind, the town shuts down at 6. So.
Yeah, that's true. So, but yeah, the Dixie Slush was a really good place, and we had a lot of fun there.
We did.
So that was pretty close to our first really experience in Hermann, so we knew it was going to be a fun place. Yeah, there was a ton of wineries there. We went to a bunch of them. Vicky, what you...
Oh, well, let's see. We went to Hermann. We were able to go down in their cellar and take a little self-guided tour.
Hermann, that's the one where, yeah, we were going down the stairs of the cellar. I was on crutches at the time. I haven't really addressed that much, but I broke my ankle a while back. I've been on crutches for a while, and I can handle stairs just fine. I've been doing crutches for 7 months. So
what he can't handle is the COVID masks.
Yeah, so I was going down the stairs behind Vicky and Greg and Carol to the cellar, and this mask on my face started moving up, and it covered my eyes, and I almost tripped and fell. I just dropped my crutches, and my crutches tumbled down the stairs.
He scared all of us. Yeah, so we took the little guided tour down there. Let's see. We also went to Curling Vines, which we tasted before because they actually used to have a place in Branson. Went to Adam Pooch.
Adam Pukta Winery.
Yeah. That was pretty neat. They had like a band going on and a food truck out there.
Oh, yeah. That one was really cool.
A bachelorette party that we got involved with.
Yeah, they had live music playing, and yeah, it was a gay wedding bachelorette party or something like that.
But both the bride and the groom were there.
Yeah, and we were kind of hanging out with them a little bit and had a really good time with them.
We went to the Endless Summer Winery, which does fruit wine just like we do. We got to really talking to the lady that was one of the owners there.
Yeah, they were really cool. That lady was really nice, and I learned some things from her. I think I'm going to try to do at our winery. They do make a pecan wine there.
Yes, we didn't get to try that. We wanted to, but I don't think it was ready.
Yeah, something happened. Anyway, we wasn't able to taste that one. But
we also went to Oakland. The view there was phenomenal. You look out over the vineyard, and there's the river in the background, and the vineyard's up on a hill. And then that place was really interesting because when we went there, right now they're doing these COVID tastings. So they put all the wines in like those little condiment cups with the lids, and then they send you outside with them so that you can taste them. So this place has a spumani. And they had several sparkling wine. So it's carbonated. So they made mine first, And then they proceeded to make Troy and Greg and Carol's. So by the time we're walking out the door, we were opening the door, and all of a sudden it just like popped really
the lid
loud.
Popped off
the
of
lid on my spumani thing flew like 10 feet away and made this really loud noise. Scared all of us to death.
And you've heard in previous podcasts about Vicky and her not being real graceful. I was in front of her on my crutches trying to go out the door, and I heard that. And I was like, oh, man, what just happened back there? But wasn't that big of a deal.
No.
Yeah, we went to a really good place called the Wingstop for lunch one day, and had a salad with buffalo wings on it. Went to 4th Street Pizza and got some pizza.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was really good. There was a lot of really cool stuff there. Should we stop here and continue this next week? Let's do that. We're at 16 minutes here. I don't want to go too long, guys. But join us next week because there was a lot more fun stuff in Hermann, Missouri. I got some really funny stories to tell. I didn't find it as funny as maybe you guys might. But I had a hankering for a fried pie. I did the research on Hermann before we went, and so I found this place that served these great fried pies. So for like a week and a half, I just wanted this fried pie. Anyway, I'll tell you about that next week. Vicky, we're tasting what?
We're tasting Cayuga White from Tyler Ridge Vineyard, which was one of the places that we stopped at on one of our previous trips with Greg and Carol.
Cayuga White. Yeah. Isn't that the horn they used to have on those really old cars? Cayuga.
Oh, brother.
Maybe not. Okay. This is a clear, this is like a white wine. It looks like water.
It is. Yeah, it does look like water.
Wow. Smells good. Smells, yeah.
It's very crisp.
It's dry-ish, yeah.
It's a semi-sweet.
Yeah, I like it. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay, well, hey, thanks for joining us. Join us again next week when we will continue stories about our trip to Hermann, Missouri, and you'll find out about my fried pie.